Morning. Day 29 on the trail. I'm back hiking again, and I'm at Melville Park, which is where I left the trail last time. And I'm just going to sneak out and do a couple of day hikes while I'm in Auckland, just to get through the urban area and out through South Auckland. Once I'm out past there, then I'll do some longer sections and try to get to Hamilton. Roads are pretty quiet at the moment. Hardly seen anybody out here. Just a handful of runners and people walking their dogs. Other than that, there's nobody about, so it's a nice change. This is Cornwall Park and One Tree Hill. I think this is an absolute treasure space. I mean, what other large city in the world do you find a working farm in the middle of the central city? I mean, for us Kiwis, it's not a big deal. Hey, we're used to seeing farms out in the countryside, but a lot of visitors come here from overseas, and their jaws drop when they see this, because they've never seen such a thing before in their lives. They've never seen farm animals, let alone a real farm, and it's so accessible here. Still at One Tree Hill at the moment, but that's where I'm heading, out there. So out past Ambury Farm, and out towards the airport in the far distance. These people really like cows. That explains it. Waikato supporters. Got down to the Manukau Harbour now. It's Mount Mangere over there, and Ambury Farm is out on the end of that peninsula over there. So I stopped at the supermarket on the way through, picked up some supplies, so now it's time for second breakfast. I've done nearly 8 k's now in a couple of hours, so I think I'm doing reasonably well. The trail used to go over the old Mangere Bridge down there, but that's closed for repairs at the moment, so for now this is our new trail. I haven't got a sign or anything to prove it this time, but according to the trail app, this is the 600k mark. Woohoo! Another milestone. I used to come out here for training walks before I started the trail, and this was the very first real TA trail marker sign that I'd seen in the flesh. So I've seen a few of them now, but it's still nice to see this one again. Mangere wastewater treatment plant. So I guess sometimes there are benefits to not having a sense of smell. Auckland Airport is just ahead. Nearly there. Here's the airport. And there's my work just over there. Fancy that. My day off, I walk all the way to work. I think I'm done for the day. It's been 32 k's, and I got past the airport, which was my objective, so pleased with that. And my body is telling me that I've done more than enough for today, so it's time to stop. I'm going to get picked up from here and come back another day to do some more. Hello again, this is day 30 on the trail, and just starting again with my friend Anand. We're going to walk through to Botanic Gardens. Yeah, through to the Botanic Gardens near Anand's house, and just to be a nice little short day today, but just trying to build up my leg strength again and get that knee issue sorted out.
Yeah, hi folks, here's my friend Wayne. Memories come flooding back to me, because me and Wayne have been pretty much in the thick of things, flying together for God knows how long, Wayne, maybe 8-10 years.
Yeah.
So every cross-country flight, and we used to go together, and so his living flying was a big change for me, and I practically gave up flying, but getting back to it. But more importantly for me, Wayne's been inspiring. He's always inspired a lot of pilots, and now he's inspiring us with this walk. So I'm very, very happy today to be here with him to share maybe 10 kilometers of the thousands of kilometer journeys on. But more importantly, it's great to be outdoors with my friend, and and we'll probably catch up on a lot of our memories. Yeah, hope you have a good day yourself. Thank you.
That's it for the day. So we started at Puanui out near the airport and come through Botanic Gardens and on a bit more to Anan's house, and that's about 10 or 11 k's, so that's about right for me today. I think that's good. My body is coping with that nicely and feeling good, so that's a good day's exercise. And I'm going to call it quits here. So that's it for today, and I'll see you next time. Good morning again. Day 31, I think it is. I think that's right. Yeah, starting again from near the Botanic Gardens in Araroa and heading south. So trying to get to Drury or Rangiriri today. Somewhere out towards the 20k mark, hopefully, if I can get there. So it's a beautiful day today. It's clear blue sky, nice and calm. Should be lovely, although I think it'll be hot later. I'm in Papakura now and trekking along nicely. I've done 8k's in an hour and a half, so I'm quite pleased with that. Making good progress. Made it to Drury, and it's not even midday yet, so trucking along really well. So I'm going to press on to Rangiriri and see if I can get there. I thought I should take a moment to explain the rules of my hike. The Te Araroa Trail has no rules in itself. I mean, it's just a trail. It's just a route from one end of the country to the other, and the way you walk it is just completely up to you. So everybody who's walking it sets their own rules for how they want to go about hiking it. So some people will start at one end and hike continuously through to the other end, and that's the way they want to do it. Other people will decide to bypass certain sections, or hitchhike on the road walking sections because they're not so pleasant, or take alternative routes and just pick out the best sections of the trail and do those bits. So for me, I'm what I term a purist section hiker. So dividing the trail up into sections, which is a necessity for me, just because my injury meant that I couldn't sort of commit to doing the whole thing in one go. And then once I got back into work, then work commitments kind of get in the way as well. So I'm breaking it up into sections, but I still consider myself a purist in that I'm going to walk the entire trail. So I'm doing it in sequence as well. So wherever I leave off the trail, I'm going to go back to that exact same point and hike from there. So that's what I've been doing, and I'm going to be hiking the entire route. So except for a few noted exceptions on the trail where you have to take things like ferries across harbours, or there's couple of rivers down in the South Island that are not safe to cross, so you have to bypass those. So where it's noted in the trail notes that you have to take alternative transport, then I'll do that. Other than that, I'm going to be walking the entire thing continuously or contiguously from one end to the other. So that's been working for me so far, and I'm going to keep doing that for as long as I can. See if I can use those rules to get all the way to Bluff. So I should stop off here for a bit of sun. Well, made it a few k's past Rama, so very pleased with myself. Done well today. So, and it's still 2 o'clock, so yeah, it's a good effort. So I'm going to call it quits here though. I mean, it's getting way too hot now. The sun is beaming down, and it's cooking. So I'll call it quits here, I think, and come back next time. Take it from here. Hello again, back on the trail. This is day 32. Just starting just south of Rama, and I'm aiming to make it to Hamilton in this section. So I've had a few weeks off, been working, had visitors and things, so it's been fairly busy, but finally got a bit of time to spare and back on the trail. So hopefully it'll be 4 days, I think, to Hamilton. That's what I'm planning. Just been dropped off by Mark and Yolanda, 2 hikers that I met way up in Paihia, and walked with from Paihia to Waipu, and they came and stayed. They've finished the trail now, and they're heading back home, so back on the flight today. Yeah, can you give me a ride to Hamilton?
The correct answer is no thank you, I will walk.
Okay. Bye bye. That's Auckland region over there. Auckland City's in amongst the gloom there somewhere. Goodbye Auckland. Waikato, here I come. Top of the Bombay Hills now, so I think I've done all the uphill walking for the day, so it's down into Waikato from here. There is the Waikato region. Probably can't see much of it at the moment. It's been drizzling all morning, so, and it's still going, but yeah, downhill and flat from here. Time for a lunch break. I've just been walking along State Highway 2 for 3 k's, and it was not a pleasant experience. The amount of traffic on that road is just incredible. I'm pleased to be off it. I'm sounding like a broken record, but that was another big day, so I am knackered, absolutely shattered. Day started off as a real downer. Got dropped off, and you know, shortly thereafter the rain started, and it rained persistently all morning. And for the last few weeks I've been really busy at work and had lots of visitors and lots of things happening, lots of stress and stuff, but people are around all the time. And then suddenly I was out in the countryside. It was dead quiet, and felt really alone and really lonely, and I was quite down for quite a while. So I was just trudging uphill, and it seemed to take forever to get over the Bombay Hills. So that was not a good start to the day. But once I got over the Bombay Hills, the weather started to improve, the clouds parted, and I could see out across the Waikato. So that was good. I actually could see where I was going and what my objective was, and started to feel like I was making progress, so that cheered me up no end. So the track was quite good after that for a while. Wasn't so good around the Mercer area. I mean, that was a bit of dire track, but there was one point where I was on a little shingle road and the car came around the corner and I had to duck off the road and ended up falling down a bank and gashed my leg and tore my trousers and things. So all in all, a bit of a mixed day. And then when I got to Mercer, I couldn't find any accommodation there. I was going to stay there, but yeah, couldn't find anywhere to pitch my tent, so I had to press on for another 3k's, and so I've had a big day at the end of it. So yeah, proud of what I've done, and I'm just going to set up my tent now, and the sun's going down, so I can't hang around for too long to do that, and have some dinner, and then have a nice long sleep and sleep in tomorrow, hopefully. Maybe a short day tomorrow. We'll see. Well, as you can probably hear, today's not the best day. Pouring down, so just in the process of packing up my tent and trying to get the motivation to get working. But yeah, I'll get going soon. Day 33 today. The rain stopped just as I got out of the tent, so that all bodes well. Now, today I'm going to head down the hill here, cross under the railway line, under the motorway, and then get onto the banks of the Waikato River, and then follow that all the way down to Rangiriri. This is the Whangamarino Redoubt, which is where I camped last night, up on the hill there, and it was one of the key sites of the one of the Maori Wars, when the Europeans were fighting against the Maoris to acquire land in this region. So I wonder which way now. I'm getting mixed messages here. Electric fence and style. It's my 700k mark. Pretty pleased with myself. It's been a long push today, but and pretty uneventful. But yeah, got here. 700k's. Only 2,300 to go. Well, I'm at Rangiriri now. I'm going to be camping here for the night, as you can see. I'm got my tent pitched out in the back of Captain's Pie Shop here. She makes the most wonderful pies, and if the TA hikers that are hiking through, then she gives them a free spot in her backyard to pitch their tent. So very generous of her, and the pies are superb. Anyway, so today was pretty reasonable day. Relatively short, 23k's. It rained a little bit on and off, but not very much. Not too much. And yeah, it's a pretty reasonable day. But I'm pretty tired now, and it's only about 6:30, and I'm going to go to bed already. So I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, day 34. I had such a shitty night's sleep. I could not believe it. Went to bed, and soon after I got this massive stomach cramp from something I ate for dinner. Didn't agree with me, so yeah, I was awake all through the night in pain. So feeling better now, and so I want to just get going. The traffic noise is just continuous here. You can hear the highway just over the way, just all through the night, just never stops. So I just want to get out of here now. I'm going to pack my tent and hit the road and have breakfast somewhere down the trail. Alright, my mission for today is to wander south along the true left bank of the Waikato. So up till now I've been on the true right bank. I've just swapped over on the Glen Murray Bridge and on the other side now. So I'm going to head down past Huntly to the Hakarimata Ridge, and hopefully camp up on the top of the ridge there somewhere. I refer to this day in my mind as the day of the running of the bulls, and I'll explain more about that in a minute. Yay, long wet grass. I might as well be walking in the Waikato River. Alright, the running of the bulls comment, I'll explain that. There's been lots of reports about an aggressive bull in a paddock at this point on the trail, and so I'm pretty wary of coming across this bull. I think since I broke my back, I spent about a year learning how to walk again, and I have to admit I'm pretty good at walking now, so got that dusted, but yeah, running not so much. I still can't run. There's too much pain in my back if I try to run. So I'm pretty nervous about getting into a paddock with an aggressive bull and then not being able to run away from it. So every paddock I come to here, I'm looking at very, very closely to see if there's any sign of said bull, and this fog is not helping me all that much. So I'm just going to press on very carefully and slowly and see whether or not I see any movement anywhere. For the last kilometre I've been tiptoeing through all the paddocks, constantly scanning the horizon and looking for the nearest fence that I might be able to get myself over. So no real sign of the bull yet, I don't think. But I just noticed up here in this paddock, not sure if you can make it out, there's definitely cattle up there. So I'm not sure if they're bulls or cows, but from what I hear, the aggressive bull was just by itself, so I'm hoping this is not it. Well, luckily they're definitely cows, little young ones too, and very friendly. Right, I'm starting to relax now. I feel like I'm past the danger zone and didn't have any aggressive bovine encounters, so that's a bonus. Yeah, right, enjoying the day now. Here's the bridge into Huntly. Sorry Huntly, but I'm not going to come in and visit you this time. As I expected, steps, steps, steps. I heard there was about 1,000 steps going up and 1,200 coming down at the other end. This is definitely the highlight of the section so far. Oh, finally reached my campsite. I'm going to set up my tent here. Wow, what a day. That was pretty cool. I did enjoy that. It started out pretty tedious and boring, lots of walking along stop banks and road walking, and then walking through the outskirts of Huntly. It was pretty bland, but yeah, it was okay. Apart from, I suppose, the running of the bulls was a bit exciting, even though it only turned out to be a meeting with a friendly herd of cows. But yeah, all in all pretty tedious. And then I got onto the Hakarimata Range, and that was just beautiful. It's been hard, it really made me work for it. Really steep, rooty and rough, but a beautiful piece of bush. Yeah, really nice. Really enjoyed it. It's nice to be back in the bush, and it's kind of reinvigorated my motivation for the trail now. So yeah, that was a good ending to the day. Morning. It is day 35 and just leaving the campsite on the Hakarimata Range and heading to Hamilton. So I wanted to get an early start today because it's going to be a big day. 28 k's to get into Hamilton, and I have to get in there by a reasonable time, so I'm hitting the trail early and I'm back in the forest. So 4.5 k's I think of forest, and then I get to the summit, and then it's a steep down the steps down the other side into Araroa. I made it to Hakarimata summit. Time for a second breakfast. So unfortunately I can't show you the view because I'm in the cloud at the moment and there is no view at all. That was a really nice bit of trail there. It was hard. There were some bits where it was just like a sea of exposed roots for as far as I could see. Really hard going, but there were a couple of moments there where when I was walking through and really felt like I was floating through all these roots with grace and balance, and that's a feeling that I haven't had for a couple of years now. So it was very pleasing. My balance isn't quite back to the way it was, but it's certainly improved a hell of a lot since I started the trail. When I started at Cape Reinga, I had this horrible clunky gait, and that's a distant memory now. It's really nice to be able to look back and see how far I've come, so to speak. Did someone mention stairs? Just drop below the clouds. Now I can see Araroa here. These stairs are just relentless. They keep going and going and going. My legs are turning to jelly by the time I got to the bottom of those steps. I'm glad that it's over. I just made it to the 750k mark. So that's an odd sort of number to celebrate, but 750k's means that I'm a quarter of the way through the entire TA. I made it at last into Hamilton City. So that's the end of this section. Mission accomplished. It's been a long, hard trudge getting here. Lots of very tedious, long sections of nothingness really. Road walking along a concrete path all day today, or most of the day. But I'm here, I made it. There's been some highlights too, some really nice sections. The Hakarimata was amazing. Kathy's pie was awesome. But I'm here. Hamilton CBD is just up behind me, so I'm just going to go up and get a beer with my friend Axel, and then catch a bus back home and have a long rest there. Thank God I made it.